off, big shout out to Bali Song. Bali Song made this. It's
the shit he makes is so. You know how like people make stuff and it's like you
I love this, the JR heart tattoo.
Yes, but like people will make things and you go, okay, you know they do it where it's good enough and you go, I see what you did there, very funny. But then there's people like Bally Song who can't just kind of make a meme. He has to make this look like it would go on a box for a Nintendo game. Like he can't. You know what? He's such an obsessive dude. It's like no, it has to be perfect.
And at the at the bottom here it says nincompoops instead of Nintendo. But you know the other thing is Bali Song is so good that he sent me a message. He goes, I don't know. I think people are going to think I'm being nice to them because you know it is a good picture and everything.
It is, but it's not a nice.
No,
meme.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Yeah, one of those guys is a 52-year-old father, so there's no way to make that and go, you're cool, bro.
This is really, really, really good. He's on Twitter if you want the picture. Let's get him some followers. All right. So, and by the way, shout out to, let me give the correct, posted by Not a Reddit Taka. Not a Reddit Taka posted this on the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. Am I correct by this?
Yeah, and what's funny is, right, this was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
How long ago was it when I honed in on him, like, oh, he's had it with his
shit. They've posted that clip of us talking about it on the Fighter and the Kid.
Picked up on it, and now they're kicking it up a notch. These guys are going way deep with this. So now I think we're establishing that these two.
All right, so let's check this out. The first half we've seen, but we'll play it again for a little reminder.
Context, yeah.
For if it fucking plays. The thing is, this is just a Reddit video. I might have to refresh. Give me a second, because they just uploaded it to Reddit. All right, here we go.
Just keep doing it, dude.
Do you know Pete?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
So this is Pete Davidson.
Just around.
Does he hang? I've never seen him once.
He goes there sparingly.
Oh.
I don't know. We've just always been cool.
He lives in LA.
He.
There's a lying tone in his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes around.
Because Callen's like, I've never seen him at the Comedy Store. And Callen's always at the Comedy Store, so he would know, right?
No, well, New York is on Saturday Night Live, but he comes out here too.
Is he still on SNL?
Oh yeah, he's great, man.
That's just like, one more question.
That's like
just one more question.
You know what it is though? That would be like if Royce had like some female friend, right? And I claimed to have fucked her, right? And now Royce is like, oh, so and so's gonna come hang out. And I'll be like, yeah. And he'd be like, you said you fucked her, right? And like, yeah, dude. Like, where did I? Like, where were you saying? Oh, around. Like, just hanging out, whatever. Like, that's the, oh no, is this person really coming here and I'm going to have to face this lie? Like, that's the, oh no, I'm going to get caught in this lie.
That's like, not only that, but he's acting like if the girl told me, I didn't fuck him. What are you talking about? I already knew the information, but I wasn't telling you.
Yeah, but
just to let you dig and dig.
Yeah, like it's, around town. At the the bar, the one with the the TVs.
So there's this one, but there's
I've always been a fan of him.
There's more.
He always been nice to me. It was great to me.
Quiet.
Sweet. Oh yeah, I love Pete. Sweet. What else you got?
What else you got? So he's trying to move on.
I love his big dick energy. He started the big dick energy. Ariana Grande started with him.
He just does look like he might have a big dick. I don't know why. He just does. Like lanky, lanky.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I don't know.
That's where the big dick energy comes from.
This is lanky.
Fuckboy falls in though, dude. I didn't know what else to do, man.
So this is him. This is on the bonfire. Okay.
It's not that I'm violent or I like beating people up. I just had no other options.
Well, from speaking to you, you said kind of quite the contrary. That you were not violent into fighting very much. Were you in a lot of street fights in your life?
No, zero. I got in one ever in college, and then that's about it. My brother was.
Zero but one.
He's always the one getting fights and beating me up. But my parents thought he would be the cage fighter and I'd be freaking on Saturday Night Live.
So that first MMA.
She went, listen, I just got done fucking 7 dudes. There's nothing in my body that would go through my mind to kill her. That does not exist in me. Any fight I've ever been in, I've been in way more fights than you. Never once
You've also been in. What I'm saying is you've also been in.
You're talking about street fights, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about
I've been street fights. I've been more street fights than you.
Wait a second. Wait a tick. What was that, Brendan? Is this because we're jealous and don't play sports that makes you a fucking liar? So So on the bonfire, he's telling Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder, he's telling them, I don't get into one street fight, one. Now he's telling Bryan Callen that he's
been in
got
every street fight.
all the street fights.
Every street fight that's ever happened, I was in
Love
it.
me. Please love me.
Please just accept me at this point. I'll take that. I'll take acceptance.
And when you buy your pants, you know you're allowed to buy pants that go down to your ankles, right? Like you don't have to wear the fucking Millhouse pants.
You've been in more than I've been. I don't. I've been in.
Bro,
I've
you
been
grew
in a
up
lot.
rich. What
I
are you
didn't grow up
talking-
ri- Hold on. Don't.
Well, he did grow up rich. To be fair, let's give Brendan a 1 point if we're adding points.
Point to fighter one. No, point to the kid. He's the kid, but the 52-year-old's the kid, right?
The 52-year-old's the kid.
And then the one who lost his biggest fight ever is the fighter.
The one who looks like the kid of a single mom who dresses like the dad ain't shit.
Hold on. Don't tell me that because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You've been more
You haven't
fights than me.
I've been in as many fights as you've been in.
Oh, my God.
Well, okay, again, to be fair to Callen here, though, just because you've grown up rich doesn't mean you don't get into fights, right? Like, I went to private school a lot of my life, private Christian school, and there were a lot of kids that grew up rich that were still fucking problems and that would still get into fights every day, so...
In the
You've lost
street, I know
touch
you,
with
dude. You don't
reality.
fight. I know you. Don't tell me that.
Oh my God!
Wait. Why? You don't know me. You don't know how I grew up. As in getting in fights in a bar. You almost saw me get in 2 fights since you've known me. What are you talking about?
And I Am the Highway says Callen is known for getting in fights. The singer from Cro-Mags knew him in the punk days, and Bryan was always fighting in the clubs. That's okay, fine. I'm not saying he's not. Here's my problem, right? You're a 52-year-old father. Why are you digging in over this?
Divorced father.
No, yeah, but a
Recently divorced father.
52-year-old divorced father and going, no, bullshit, bro. I've been in way more fucking bar and street fights than you, dude. What is wrong with a person that thinks that's cool?
Who watches this and likes it?
Dude, bullshit. I punched way more. I have a way worse temper and a way worse developed personality than you, bro.
Fix your glasses. Because you look insane.
Sorry.
There, you're good. I'm just helping
It's the
you out.
fucking headphones. They like clamp down on the fucking
That's what headphones
ears.
do.
No, these are like fucking vice
That's
grips.
what they do. I've been in more street fights than you.
Headphones are not supposed to be like vice grips.
I've worn more headphones than you, okay? I'll have you.
But seriously, a 50-something-year-old man who's a father who doesn't see his kids, he's too busy at the Comedy Store, and he's like, no, I have way more anger issues than you, bro. I have way more personality and character flaws, dude.
You're right.
I fight way more in bars, dude. Okay, I guess. Who would want to win that argument? I would go, okay.
All right, man. You fight more.
You sound like a fun guy to go out with. You know, it's really fun when you're in your 50s, right? And you want to go out with your buddy, but your buddy is still so unreasonable and so unpredictable that it's not worth going out with him. You know what I mean? Like, would we have even gone to Miami this weekend if I was just always getting us into fist fights?
no.
You'd go, I don't want to go, man, because you're going to, as soon as we get down, you're going to take 2 bites of a steak and be like, the fuck are you looking at, dude? And it's like, but it's the waiter. He just wanted to know if you wanted more water.
This goes along with the whole persona, right? Because every dude you knew in high school, the ones that would talk about sports and crushing puss, were also the ones that would say, "Oh, fuck you up! I got into a fight with this dude last night." It's this jock mentality that they have. It's really weird. Like, that's what matters. What matters to them is how many people they've beat up in bars and how cool they are and how many sports they played. And it's like you said, you're in your 50s. Nobody cares about that anymore.
If you're in your early 20s, this kind of shit makes perfect sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially like if you're 20, in your early 20s, if you're one of those like jockey types anyway, if you're in football or, you know what I mean? Maybe you got a football scholarship. I'm not talking like Division I, but any kind of college football program, you're probably going to crush some beers, maybe a little bit of roids, and maybe on the weekends you are going to be like, bullshit, dude, I punch way more people in the face than you. You know, when you're in your 20s, 52-year-old father who's divorced. And again, probably spends a lot more time at the Comedy Store than helping his kids with their homework. Just saying.
Street? I know you, dude. You don't fight. I know you. Don't tell me that.
Oh my God.
Wait. Why? You don't know me. You don't know how I grew up.
You don't know me. 52-year-old man, again, saying you don't know. He's speaking like a pregnant 13-year-old on Maury Povich.
Remember when Cartman played? You know, I kill people and I rape people. You don't know me.
Yeah, exactly.
He's about to say, "Catch me
He
outside."
really is fucking Cartman's character.
Yeah, that's what he is.
You don't know me.
I do what I want. I do what I want.
You don't know how I grew up. As in getting in fights in a bar. You almost saw me get in 2 fights since you've known me.
That's reasonable behavior.
And in his 50s though, you've almost seen him get into 2 fights. Why?
Imagine being this
No, because
guy.
I'm trying to think about this. Like, so let's say we didn't go to his show in Tampa because we went to South Florida. Let's say we would have gone. Let's say we would have done something, and what you think he would have tried to fight us? I'm being serious. Like, if he's that hot-headed,
Probably. I would have.
would have been
I
hilarious.
don't care. I would have 2-on-1'd him. I'm not above that
Of course,
shit.
yeah.
I'm really not. I'm sorry. I used to be when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'll do this myself. Now I'm in my 30s. I'm like, I will 3-on-1 you. What do you want from me? I don't care. Fucking Tupac did it. He was cool.
Hey, you know what? That's a T-shirt idea.
Tupac stomped the shit out of somebody with like 8 other dudes at the MGM Grand, and nobody the next day went, Tupac, that's pretty lame. Well, to be fair, he got shot and murdered immediately after, but
Whoa, wait, what?
had he been alive,
He died?
yeah, it's tragic.
Who's the guy hosting Family Feud?
That's Steve Harvey.
I just thought Tupac grew a mustache,
That's,
a thicker mustache.
I can't tell if you're really, really
They
stupid.
wore the same suits.
I can't tell if you're really, really racist or just really stupid, but it's not Tupac.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You pick. I don't care.
You pick out the ratio. I don't know. It's a little.
What are the other?
What are you talking about? Don't say that. You don't have the kind of temper I do. Don't act like you've been in more fights. You're acting like, oh, I grew up rich. First of all,
I promise you.
Can you imagine a guy with that temper? How great he must have been to be around with his wife and his kids. Like, because when you have a temper like that, there's not people that have street fighting tempers and then are very also nice to their family. Like that shit carries over. Like all the dudes that I've known that have tempers like this punch holes in drywall. You know what I mean? Like all the you don't shut it off, right? Like there's UFC guys. Well, like there's UFC guys that actually don't get into street fights that are perfectly cut because they're like, okay, I'm in the octagon. This is my job. This is what I'm doing.
They're not getting into bar or home fight.
No.
They're very chill dudes that only once every
In the
6 months
cage.
are like, I'm gonna murder this dude, and then I
Right,
go
right.
back to my regular life.
But I can't imagine you were lovely to be around.
No, it definitely there's a sort of like a cancerous anger there. that you
Yeah,
can
it's
tell is
What
weird.
I've
does
been in more
that mean?
fights than you, Brian.
what? How many fights you been in?
Oh, by the way, because I'm going to clip this, and the sycophants that follow them are going to go, you guys are okay, fine, look, hey, college
virgins.
fat, virgins, stupid, whatever, I don't care.
Stupid. We don't crush puss. We don't play sports.
Right, we don't play sports. Explain to me, that's fine, just answer me this question. Explain to me how we didn't just catch Brendan Schaub in a lie. He was just caught in, because now we're making fun of Callen for his attitude, and that's fine, but remember this, Schaub is saying he's been in more street fights than Brendan, after he said, I didn't get into street fights, my brothers did. Or my brother did.
Yeah.
I couldn't even count.
I know you. I know a lot of people. You grew up I know your personality. You weren't street fighting all the time.
I was street fighting. I was street fighting with my brother, the neighborhood we grew up
Sure,
in.
you're
Aurora.
way up.
Aurora.
Colorado.
Aurora, Colorado.
Streets of Aurora.
Yes, that's
that,
right.
by the way, I've had family living in for years, and it's one of those neighborhoods where you hear kids playing all the time after school lets out.
Of course.
It's just one of those where you just hear little squeals of joy and ice cream trucks riding past.
It's one of those
ridiculous.
places when you go to bed and if you forget to lock your car door, you're like, it'll be fine. I'm not getting up.
I'm not getting up for this.
It's the way we grew up, B.
Yeah, I fought plenty in high school and in college.
Okay, you're some badass.
I'm not.
Okay, look, Callen had his time in the barrel, but can we please shift over here to Brendan just for a second?
Yeah, first of all, Mr. admitted he was never in any street fights.
Like, you're some badass. These guys are the jock table in high school, but they're adults, so it's cringe, right?
Very cringe.
It's really fucking cringe. So the walls have been tearing down this relationship for a while. I'm sure Callen's going to go back on and pretend like him and Brendan are best buds, but you're not. Because there's a what you say and what's really comes out. This is what's coming out. These are two people that it's not like Opie and Anthony where they started to hate each other. I don't think they've ever liked each other.
Yeah, O and A started off at least having to fight together in the
Right.
beginning. These two just were placed together.
Exactly.
This is like if they placed Opie and Anthony together randomly when they were both in their 40s.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have hated each other right off the jump.
Right.
You're some
No, why are
badass
you
Street
saying that?
Fighter
Why are
badass.
you saying I'm a badass? Why are you doing that? You're being insulting.
I'm not being
You are
insulting.
being
That is insulting. But hold on. You are being insulting.
Oh, I
Brendan.
get it, Royce. You're a fucking tough guy. Yeah, I got it. Just like, what are you doing?
I love white guy who shaves line into his hair too. But something else that needs to be pointed out: white guy who shaves a line into his hair. How old is Brendan? In his late 30s, his 40s. What are you doing, man?
I just called you a badass.
No, you're not. You're being condescending. What you're saying?
How?
You're going, oh, you grew up rich and you haven't fought. Don't say that. You don't know me.
Why are you so upset?
Because I have a bad temper.
You see, I'm not upset because I know it's true.
Exactly.
Because I know
have
it's
a temper.
true. I don't get
Oh,
defended.
so I'm making up stories about
You make up a
fighting?
lot of stories.
I make up a lot.
Whoa! What?
Yeah.
What?
There's a little.
What? Hold on.
I'm making up
Let's let it play.
stories about
You make up a
fighting.
lot of stories.
I make up a lot of stories? So I'm a liar.
Yeah.
I'm a liar?
Are you shitting me?
Tell me a story I've made up. A real story. First of all, be careful now how you speak.
B, you're telling me you don't exaggerate stories.
I do not lie. I never lie.
You've never lied.
No, I don't lie when it comes to real stories, like saying I'm a black belt, saying that I won the nationals, all that, or saying I was a wrestler. That's lies. Have I ever done that? I have character. I don't lie.
I'm not saying you don't have character.
Yeah, no, you are.
No.
If you're saying somebody's lies, then you are inherently saying they don't have character, or a faulty character at least, right? Like, you do. Brendan Schaub, this is what he does. Not because we've picked up a lot of little things in him, like he copies the person he's in the room with, but there's something childlike about Brendan. I've said this before. There's something very childlike about him. He's a childlike brain. It's all the punches to the head. In my opinion, not a professional opinion, but I think it's all the punches to the head, right? Something childlike. When you get accused of lying, what's the first thing you, as a kid, if you're a kid, what's the first thing you do? Nuh-uh, you're lying. My teacher was lying. I wasn't late. My teacher's a liar.
It's always somebody else is always a liar.
Yeah, you're never the liar. Brendan, you were just caught lying. You just got caught lying.
That's an attack on my
I've
character.
never said you've never had character.
Okay, but you're saying I lie. What do you mean by I lie?
You've lied before, for sure.
Give me an example.
Late to the studio all the time, missing shows.
We're getting a little peek into this little world, boys.
Late to the studio all the time, missing shows.
Now we're getting a little. This shouldn't have went out. Like, wouldn't you just cut that out?
Yeah, I would have cut this. Well, it doesn't matter. People grab because the problem is once you gain a reputation of being the show who deletes stuff and stuff like that, especially when you're big enough like
These guys aren't live, are they? They don't live stream.
I believe they do.
No,
don't
they record and they premiere. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Can
but
somebody
these guys-
tell me if they live stream?
Pretty sure these guys don't go live. They go into that studio and they film a bunch of these fucking shows and put them in the can. And then
You
they
think
just
so?
Put them out. Yeah. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in the chat, but I'm pretty sure it's fucking pre-recorded. So I'm just saying, and you know, not to break the fourth wall or anything. Like, if we fought live on the air, I would just be like, leave it up, whatever. But
Somebody says this clip is 2 years old. Okay, well then they haven't liked each other for a while.
yeah,
I
so
mean,
what?
it's a money thing.
Yeah,
It's the
they're
same
still
thing.
in fucking contract. They still don't like each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like if we fought live, I'd be like, yeah, don't take that down. But if we were pre-recording a show and we fought, I'd probably just be like, well, just not put that up.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I
that
mean?
makes sense.
Yeah, no, you are.
No.
I love Mac Daddy. That's cute. Royce thought they went live. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to their channel.
Yeah, we don't care.
Nor do I watch it. We get sent stuff of pertinence and we play it. Do you think... I'm sorry. Do you think... Let's just say, for example. Do you think when Tucker Carlson plays a clip of another news network, he's sitting there watching the entire... No, we're not. We get sent clips. It doesn't change that he called his co-host a fucking liar. It doesn't change...
No, it's irrelevant.
But you know what? Wait a
This
second.
was 2 years ago, bro. It's irrelevant.
It's not that irrelevant, and here's why. It's not that irrelevant because this bonfire episode was from this year in
Yeah,
May.
it was from a couple
so
months ago.
actually, it's not irrelevant because all that means that it was backwards, that he lied on his show first or he lied here.
Yeah, we're trying to establish that these two, A, don't like each other, B, both have a history of lying, and C, basically, like I said, can't stand each other. So it's almost like if you were on trial for something, and let's say that, like, let's say Royce is on trial for financial fraud, and I'm the prosecutor. And I dig up the fact that 2 years ago, Royce was arrested and convicted of financial fraud. You can't pull this. That was 2 years ago, boys. We're trying to establish his character at this point and establish the themes that we're trying to push in this case. In this case, these two don't like each other. They're both fucking liars, and they're both in this for a paycheck. You show a clip, and you go, 2 years ago, this is them screaming at each other. Yeah, but that's old, though. Okay, but the clip...
But he still lied.
The clip of Callen calling out Schaub in the beginning for the Pete Davidson thing, that's also very recent.
That's from this month.
It's all
or
in
last
there.
month.
Yeah, it's all kind of in the same vein here.
Comes a real stories like saying I'm a black belt, saying that I won.
No.
That's an attack on my
I've
character.
never said you've never had character.
Okay, but you're saying I love.
Something else that Brendan does. I don't know if you've noticed this, and this is what like people that think they're alphas do. He keeps touching him, like actually making not like point, like he touched his knee, he touched his hand, kind of like people do that like in daring you
When they're trying to alpha you.
right?
yeah,
Like
it's-
they're trying to dare you.
Yeah, and I've had moments in my life where I'm like, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to fuck you up. Like,
Right.
it's not even like, just stop touching. You know, I don't like being touched anyway. I do have to say this. Robbie Don't Care in the chat wrote, this cunt won't even look me in the eye. The old O&A reference. The text that he sent to he accidentally sent to Opie about Opie.
Oh yeah,
Lie. What do you mean by I lie?
You've lied before for sure.
Give me an example.
Late to the studio all the time, missing shows. I can keep going
That's
on
not-
and on.
I never lied about that
Guys,
in my life.
we all lie.
Are you shitting
hold
me?
on.
well, why is it produced? Guys, we all lie, but okay, but you shouldn't, right?
Well, they're all LA comics. So they're like, guys, we are all full of shit 100%
Yeah.
of the time, right?
I've never lied about missing shows. When I miss shows, I'm working.
You've
doing
been
the
late to the show. I
Goldbergs.
go, what are you doing? You're like, you don't make up. You even
We're
told me.
joking around. When I go, oh, there's a break, a main break. What do I do later? I've never in my life,
never lied
to you, a friend, like where I've made up a story and then not told you I was joking around. Ever. I mean, what are you talking?
Just keep doing it, dude.
You know-
Just
do you know
keep-
Pete?
That's
there
it.
it is.
And
That's
that's
the whole
it.
clip.
That's
But,
the clip. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think that when you have a whole clique that's built on hateable people, they're all going to start hating each other. I think that that's pretty standard behavior.
Right. This is somebody else put this together. The Chronicles of CTE Schaub. Have you seen this?
In a little trolley started all this chaos. It's just it's kind of tough to decide where to start. However, you ever tried throwing a trolley, Chen?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Throwing a trolley. Is that what you said?
Conor McGregor threw a trolley through a bus window. Tell me you know what the fuck I'm talking
I don't know
about.
what a
You're
trolley is. Man, is my brain not working right? I don't think I've
no,
ever heard of a
Shit.
trolley
This
before.
actually makes me feel bad for
Take
him.
this round out, man. Are you shitting me?
I'm not kidding.
You didn't see Conor McGregor throw a trolley through a window.
I thought throw something. I don't know.
But you
what-
saw, you're aware of all this news, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
Wait, you're talking about a dolly.
A dolly.
He was saying a trolley. He meant a dolly?
And by the way, it's neither. It was a barricade.
Barricade. Yeah,
it
you're
was
right.
a metal barricade that the chain a bike to. You can also block like wrestling crowds and people at the MSG. It was a barricade that he threw through the fucking.
I think
window.
this was on Below the Belt. This
Yeah.
is one of his other
By
shows.
the way, that blank stare. He's done that before too. It's the only time I actually feel bad for him, because there've been other times people are like, "Oh yeah, you're talking about last Wednesday at the Ice House," and he'll be like, he just gets like this weird like
Yeah, like he
deer
got
in headlights.
caught, yeah.
almost like
the slang and dick thing.
no, but it's almost like you completely just like lost time for a minute, and then you snapped out of it, and you were on stage, and everyone's like, "Say something, Royce." It's just that where you're like, "Oh shit, why am I on a stage right now?" He has that look of like, oh God, think of something. He just said something to you, and you don't remember a word he just said.
I mean, that's what
What'd I say?
Trolley.
Oh, my bad. What'd I say?
Trolley.
Oh no, Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly.
Yeah. What they're saying is, so let's say you like Jerry Seinfeld, right? Well, who inspired Jerry Seinfeld? That's going to explain all about Jerry Seinfeld. Well, who inspired, let's say, George Carlton? If he's a George Carlton. Carlin. Let's say, who inspired him?
George Carlin. John
That have
Coltrane.
not received
Bruce
it.
Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. He really is punch drunk,
Did you
dude.
call him Bruce
Bruce
Springsteen?
Springsteen.
Did he call him Bruce Spring?
Okay, people are correcting me. It was a hand truck. It was a dolly. My bad. Fine, it was a dolly. Jesus Christ. Can you go back a little bit?
My
'Cause
boy, Jeremy
I need to hear George Carlton again. I need to hear the comedian.
What they're saying is, so let's say you like Jerry Seinfeld, right? Well, who inspired Jerry Seinfeld? That's going to explain all about Jerry Seinfeld. Well, who inspired, let's say, George Carlton? If he's a George Carlton. Carlin. Let's say, who inspired him?
George Carlin.
All right, man. If you want to be a comic, like there's certain
be able to
there's
say
certain names you should know, right? Like Richard Pryor. Like there's certain names that
Yeah, like Richard Pryorson.
Bill Hickberg.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy. He's so, dude. He really. I don't know what that last fight did to him. What that man owes him money, Royce. That last man he fought owes him fucking money for turning his brain into some sort of gelatin / pudding type material.
John
That have
Coltrane.
not received
Bruce
it.
Springsteen.
Bill Crosby.
My
Somebody
boy,
wrote.
Jeremy Stevens got me that knockout over Dan Ho Choi.
Damn you, Duho. Duho Choi.
Duho Choi. What'd I say?
Dan Ho?
No, I said Duho.
Did you?
Yeah.
We'll rewind it
I don't
later.
know Dan. With Fassbender, I think Fassbender is the truth. You look at his background and stuff like that, and he fought a more legit guy than Theo Alves. But
Yeah, what did Ethan Hawkins have?
listen, I'm a fan of Wiz Khalifa.
I can't. I'm embarrassed. Did he call him Wiz Khalifa? Tell me he doesn't have CTE.
I think he has CTE, but here's the other thing I think that he also, and I was guilty of this like when I was much younger, but like when I was in my 20s, I just basically like worked and I went out and partied and I just had an okay life. I didn't really do anything and I didn't really desire anything and I wasn't really interested in anything and I didn't really learn about anything for like a couple of years of my 20s. I was like, whatever, dude. And like, he reminds me of that guy. He's got a nice car and he's always cruising around LA and he just fucks chicks and he just, you know what I mean? I think he's just doing his thing at the comedy. And I don't think he cares. And I think it's CTE combined with the fact that he just has no interests in anything and he pretends to know everything. So he's constantly being like, yeah, Wiz Khalifa, bro. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, he's no George Carlton, but
he sounds like he's mimicking what other people think is cool. Like what other people like with the comic thing. If you're a comic, like you should know Carlin, you should know Pryor, you should know blah blah whatever, you know? Go down the list. He's just like everything he does. That's something we figured out about him. He's like when your little brother tries to copy you, but he doesn't do it just right. Like he's trying to copy you to be cool. That's what he is.
yeah, guys, I like Wiz Khalifa too. That's funny.
All right, yeah, that's great.
Sound like my dad right there.
Wiz Khalifa.
Well, you sure it's Khalifa, not Khalifa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's sure of that.
Even I know.
I think it
this.
depends. Well, I've heard both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's wait. He's heard both? No, he hasn't.
Khalifa or Khalifi?
I heard Khalifa.
They make some nice music.
Delicious.
I'd eat that, but I don't like it.
I don't get down
I
with
don't like,
sea
I don't
urchin.
like, I don't like rubbery
Sea urchin.
shit. The only time I've had sea urchin that I liked was when you mix it with pasta at Via Veneto. That's the only time.
No, I still don't like sea urchin.
Sea urchin. Don't say urgent.
Sea urchin.
Ever sea urchin? It's
Sea
sea
urchin.
urchin.
No,
It's
no,
urchin.
no. Urchin.
You are
Sea urgent.
H-I-N.
Because I got to get to the sea urgently.
He's doing good.
That's a good joke, bro.
He is. It really is like.
Nice cover up, dude.
That's what I mean, but it really is like he's always panicking and trying to stay above water verbally, but his brain just can't.
No. See, you were talking two different things. Because
You're
I
covering
said
right now.
No, I'd love to get to the sea urgent,
I feel like you're covering.
and then there's sea urgent.
Oh, you were saying you
Like, I
don't
gotta get there.
Sea urgent.
Yes.
So you don't like getting to the sea.
I like to
in
be
an
there on
urgent
my
way.
No, I need to
You'd
be
like
there
to
at
take
my
the
leisure.
time.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were covering for a second.
No,
but
no.
That makes sense.
And they even go to where Henry Lee Oswald.
God, and they have to cover for each other.
Of course.
Oh yeah, dude. Now I get it. Ugh.
Or he was joking. Maybe Brandon Callen was joking. Or being sarcastic.
House was where he stayed. Henry Lee Oswald was shot.
Harvey.
Dude, don't you remember Henry Lee Oswald?
And it's not even.
That was Harvey's brother. He was the grassy knoll.
But you even mixed it up because even if you got it right, it's not Harvey Lee Oswald either. It was Lee Harvey Oswald. You dumbass.
Henry
He didn't even
Lee Oswald.
He didn't even at least say Lee Henry Oswald.
No, it's Henry Lee.
I mean, Henry Lee Lucas is the serial killer, but not the same guy.
You know too much about serial killers.
Sorry.
Harvey, sorry.
Weird.
It might be CT. Fraternity?
Fraternal.
That's why they're supporting an umbilical like Trump. I mean,
So he's reading. So you got to.
So
people
people
not
write
watching.
to-
People not watching. He's reading.
Yeah.
And he read imbecile as
Umbilical.
umbilical. He was reading an article.
Umbilical. And it's. He has to realize, right? Like, then he's not writing this shit. Oh, no, he was reading an article. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
no. He's reading an article.
That's fucking really embarrassing.
that's why they like the UFC. Good God, this guy's so out of touch with reality. Yep. You're not happy with you. I got to introduce you guys. This is Tony Hinchcliffe and Jeremiah Watson.
Yeah.
Watkins.
Even the guys that, like, okay, because Jeremiah Watkins is, I've said before, is arguably one of the funniest guys over there.
Yeah, you
right
said that
now.
before, yeah.
He's very much one of the funniest Comedy Store performers, and he's got to really like carry a lot of water for like Tony Hinchcliffe and Red Band and all these Death Squad assholes because he's got to whatever pays dues. Guys like Brendan have sort of just passed over Jeremiah Watkins. Like Jeremiah Watkins should be on tour with Joe Rogan. Jeremiah Watkins should be doing 3 podcasts. You know what I mean? Like, he's really, really funny. And he's got to come in here and go like, I got to come in with Tony, promote this Kill Tony shit. I got to be nice to this fucking meathead fucking retard.
Whoa.
And on top of that, he can't even get, he's at this Comedy Store every night, the same fucking club, Royce, and he can't say his name right.
But you know what?
It's
You're right.
disrespectful.
You brought something up that I think really needs to be talked about. There's a lot of people around Brendan Schaub that are clearly using him because he's friends with Joe Rogan and it helps boost their shows and all that stuff. But in reality, like, you don't think when these comics are just hanging out without Brendan there, they're not shit. They have to be shitting on Brendan all. Like, this is a dude that they probably shit on all the time when they're not around him. I would. Like, if this was somebody we knew, we would just be shitting on him when he's not around because he's a dumb guy, right? They can't call him out publicly because obviously Brendan has the Showtime show and he has a big exposure, former UFC fighter. So obviously, you're like, oh, this is just gonna help promote my shit. I get it. Like, and that's a lot of. We talked about carnies earlier. A lot of comics are carnies too. A lot of comics hate each other, but they all pretend to like each other because it's a fraternity, man.
Comedians are like fucking women, dude.
Yeah.
They really have the same etiquette. They have the same sort of general, hey, I loved your set, girl. I loved it. She's fucking Rogan, right?
Yeah.
Fucking bitch. Like, it's guy comedians are just as like women. It's the same thing. Hey, Tim, I loved your set, dude. Yeah, man. Great stuff, dude. Who does Tim Dillon think the fuck he is? He's going to come out here and he's going to be like one of the guys now? Just thinks he's going to be just one of us? Like, there's so much self-hatred in the comedy world. It's like literally, they'll go out, even the ones you like, they shit on each other. They like legit, like you'll go to a diner after a show and you'll all eat. And then one of the guys is like, all right, man. Well, anyway, good night, man. I got to get back. I got work in the morning. I'll see you later. And then they'll leave. Look, guys, I'm just going to say it, man. Like, he's not that funny. He's not that
exactly.
funny.
They wait till they leave.
You're
You're
still waiting for their
absolutely right.
Uber, and you're like, God damn, man, wait for them to pull out of the parking lot.
Let's here, hold on. It's a little bit more. Now the problem is we get too many clips of him being stupid being sent my way.
Watkins, my bad. Watkins, bro.
Yes.
Sorry, man. I'm going off a little sleep.
Oh, good.
And a fucking traumatic brain injury. It's more the traumatic brain injury than the little sleep, right? Hey, man, I'm a little groggy and also mentally retarded.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, my blood sugar's low, and I fucking parts of my brain shut down.
Sorry, guys. Hey, I took melatonin last night, melatonin, so I could go to sleep, and it ended up making me sleep really late today. Oh, also, my brain has been turned into pudding by a far superior fighter than me.
Fighters.
By multiple better fighters. They just, no matter what I did, they just kept punching me in the head region. And then after a while, it got to be unpleasant.
Yeah, I legends in the UFC like Chuck Liddell and Randy Cotter. Starts naming all these fucking legends.
Titan Ortiz.
Frank Meyer.
All
these people.
Meyer. Frank Myers. You never heard of him? He broke a bunch of guys' arms. I think Frank Meyer, you mean?
Moise Gracie. Take the shoes off the table.
2 hours of show before this.
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub in his pro debut as a 25-year-old.
And then
I can't. This guy is just... He's just...
Is he one of the most...
cringe people ever?
No, he is. But, like... In any other situation, if he wasn't like buddies with Rogan, this would be one of the biggest locales on the internet.
Oh yeah, no, this guy should. Brendan
he's
Schaub,
kind of a locale, but he would be one of the biggest locales on the internet if you took away the fact that Rogan and all these guys stand up for him.
No, if in it, there's an alternate universe right now where he never became friends with Rogan, and he's got a 27-page long Kiwi Farms thread.
Yes, exactly.
And people are just going, dude, look what Brendan Schaub did again today. He tripped like a fucking, look at this dumb idiot. Just be Kiwi Farms people just go, hey, look, stupid idiot again, can't pronounce names.
Oh.
Bader versus freaking Fedor. I didn't think it would go like that. I thought Bader was going to get an underhook.
Yeah, Bader. I was kidding about the fighter names, by the way.
Hey, photographers.
He is.
Why? Your job is to display. Why would you? Your Showtime, right? Here's
Okay.
a bunch of money to do a bunch of podcasts and be one of our professional speakers. You can't. You telling me you can't find any other former UFC jobber who doesn't speak more properly and actually like have a decent vocabulary and isn't a moron? I'm sure a lot of them are morons, but I've seen a few UFC fighters that know how to fucking talk. You know what I mean? Why isn't CM?
There's
why isn't
plenty
CM
of
Punk doing a fucking podcast? Even he could probably skate a little bit better than Brendan.
There's plenty of UFC fighters that could talk and have become actually decent announcers. That's actually true. But look, you could be stupid, or you could have CTE and still be successful. You can't be both.
Yeah, like
And that's
Muhammad
the
Ali
problem.
was a genius who had CTE,
Right.
And so he was like, flow like a butterfly. Stupid. Even in his old age, he still could hold it together.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a dumb man. This guy, yeah, like you said, he's dumb and he's also had
You
his
can't
brain
have
punched
both. Like, you could be success. Honestly, this country's awesome, right? This country's so cool that you could be one of the two and still be successful. But he's both. And that's what puts him over the edge. Like, everything's stacked against him. If he wasn't friends with the Rogan community and all these West Coast, if Rogan wasn't sticking him in a high chair and going, "Here's the airplane," where would he be?
You blockbuster.
I look forward to seeing you guys. I can't
Oh,
wait.
hey, my buddy Ryan Loco, who did, he's like one of the best photographers in the world, took all my pictures. You want him to snap some shots
Yes.
with you?
Martin Todd,
Scorsese.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
What's your favorite Scorsese film?
Scorsese, probably.
Mine is Goodfellas.
I like Casino.
Oh, Casino's really
Casino's
good.
pretty good.
Casino's good.
Dude, if you look at over the time of some great artists like freaking John Lennon or anybody, Picasso, they
Does it physically make you cringe when he does this?
what's-
Picasso?
You know what's making me cringe even more is watching Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
This whole time, he's having none of Brendan Schaub shit either. Chris D'Elia has absolutely no respect for Brendan Schaub in this picture. Also, Chris D'Elia in this picture looks like Nick Stahl on heroin. Picasso. You don't like the...
They have their shit, man. Did you see that evil Chinese man, Ling Jingling? And it's over. It's over. And Jingling puts his...
You're right, Mike. Now that I'm noticing, he's just deer in the headlights. He always seems surprised.
No, but only when people respond to him and throw him off course.
Yeah.
He'll be like, yeah, last week, right? Like, I went to the store, I went to the bodega because I was hungry, right? Oh, yeah, what'd you get to eat? And then he just freezes. He's always like, arroz con pollo. What was I talking about? He's like, Jesus, one thing throws him completely off track.
What is it?
Jinling.
Jingling
Jang.
puts his
Jingling.
Jinling. Oh, my bad.
Oh,
I'm
look at
fucking
that.
close. Who's the ref? Was it
Mari Yamasaki.
Mazasaki? Then you're going to have the lightweight champion in Khabib go to welterweight. And then you're going to have the 145 champ, Max Hollywood. Paulie Malignaggi. I love... Tell the listeners who Nakasawa is, first of all.
Nasukawa.
He got starched.
Nasukawa.
By
This is great
Floyd
editing,
Mayweather.
too, by the way.
Starch. I mean, he's the guy who faked like he got starched by Floyd Mayweather in Japan.
It's epic.
What's it called?
I forget, but you watch it.
That poor lady.
No, you feel bad
The
for
Rachel
it.
Divide.
Yeah.
The Rachel
Divide.
Dozer, right?
What's it called?
The Rachel Divide.
The Rachel Divide.
Dolezal is her name.
The racial divide in this country is at an all-time high.
Imagine having his brain and trying to use Google. Right?
Dolezal.
Could you imagine being like, oh, what's that girl's name? Let me type in Rachel Dozer into Google. Like, everything he types in would lead him to nothing.
Everything autocorrects. Probably tries to
No,
autocorrect.
no, he's so bad it wouldn't autocorrect. That's what I'm saying. Google would just go, there is no Rachel Dozer, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like a roller rink person.
What's that Chinese,
roller derby person?
What's that Chinese MMA fighter? Let me type in one word, jingling. I'm sure that'll lead me to an end result I'm looking for.
No, her different name now.
She changed her name to like some super.
Does she still want to be black?
John Elway fucking lives.
By the way, Rachel Divide does sound like an interracial porn star, if we're being fair.
Rachel Divide sounds like an ECW female wrestler.
Yes, you're right. Oh, shit.
owns car dealership, won Super Bowls.
Any
the beat.
Okay, he won Super Bowls. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not anything.
Back to the keto diet. So I have more knowledge now.
Did you say taquito diet?
Dude,
Taquito
I'm,
diet.
I'm fucking
Back to the Freud.
I'm
Back to the
struggle city
You went
right
back to
now.
So
Struggle City. He is a 15-year-old girl.
Washington Times, I don't know how reputable they are, but
Pretty reputable.
they say no narcotics or alcohol in his system when he died. And this one
they're pretty
from-
reputable.
So he copies what Bryan Callen says, and he calls it Reptical. They're pretty reptical. They're a pretty reptical news organization.
when he died. And
They're,
this one
they're pretty
from-
reputable.
Reptical. They're a pretty reptical news organization.
I would be fucking miserable having to do this.
Yeah.
Ready for this? This is a project. Had 0 amateur fights. 0. Not 1. Not 450 like Lomachenko. Not 350 like Triple G. He's the youngest champion ever and has 0 background. That would be a protege. Aaron Pico
A protege.
would
Prodigy,
be a,
prodigy.
yeah,
Prodigy, not
prodigy.
So, like, most of their shows are Bryan Callen correcting him? Is that what it is?
Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas. How you like that for pronunciation? Suck on them balls.
He also like
He
rubs his-
mispronounced. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He also does these shows where he rubs his face all the time. And it seems like he's just tired and doesn't want to be there.
Versus Rose Namajunas. How you like that for pronunciation? Suck on.
He mispronounced. He
Pronunciations.
mispronounced.
Pronunciations.
He's really dumb, dude. He's a dumb guy. All right,